Hey guys, welcome back to another video where today I'm going to be unboxing the TCA yoke by Thrustmaster. This is an exact replica of the Boeing 787 yoke. This TCA stands for Thrustmaster Civil Aviation. Now, I picked up this yoke for about $550 AUD. I have seen it in other places for a lot more expensive. This was the cheapest place I could find. Now, as Thrustmaster is known for the amazing packaging of all their products, this definitely was not missed out. The design on the outside of the box was pretty nice. The unboxing was as simple as undoing a few flaps and opening the box. Now, here we have the box opened. Inside comes with a little bag with stuff in it and the yoke itself in the brown cardboard things, whatever you call them. It also comes with a nice instruction manual on how to install the spring. Now in this bag we have an Allen key, the cable, this extra spring, and a phone or tablet holder that clips into the top of the yoke. So now, let's get it out of the plastic. So, here it is. I was so hyped for this moment. This yoke looks absolutely beautiful. So on the left hand, it has a button, an X button, a Y button, and a hat switch. Moving down to the bottom of the yoke, we have 3 Xbox buttons. On the right hand, we have this little axis which you can move around freely. It's not clicked to any detents or anything, it's just an axis like a throttle or anything to move the view around. You obviously can bind this to anything you would like, but that's what I have it set to. Other than that axis, we also have an A and B switch and another little button symmetrical to the other side. Moving down to the very bottom of the yoke, we have 2 axes that can be used for throttle. You can bind these to anything else you would like, but I use them for throttle. Moving to behind the yoke, we have a trigger on the right and left side of each hand. Moving back down the yoke, there is a landing gear lever. This lever has a very nice feel and sound. You can see how if I don't hold the landing gear while I change it, it just clunks really loudly. but if you hold it, it sounds really nice. The one and only little bad thing about this yoke is that the landing gear lever has a lot of wiggle room. As you can see, it is also protruding a little bit out of the body of the yoke. The landing gear lever is just a lever slapped on top of a toggle switch like this on the screen. At least I think so anyway. So now that we've gone over the features, let's talk about how it's mounted onto the desk. As you can see, it has two screws/clamps that are mounted on the bottom. To clamp it onto the desk, all you need to do is screw up these screws. This yoke has almost 90-degree rotation, left to right, and a great range pushing forward and pulling back. If you undo this screw, and there's also one behind this, then you will be able to pull this cover off. Inside here we can see how the yoke moves forward and backwards. This is called a pendular system. Inside here are also the springs that provide the tension for the pitch axis. As I said earlier, in the bag you get a spring. This is how you put in the spring to apply some extra tension on the pitch axis. In my experience, this process is quite tedious as sometimes the spring will ping off and fall into the bottom of the system. However, you will eventually get it. Installing the spring does come down to personal preference, but I think it gives the yoke a more realistic feel. Now everyone, here we are in the sim. This yoke already just feels absolutely amazing. I love it so much. We've got my Thrustmaster T-Flight rudder pedals down by my feet. Now I am using the throttle controls that are in between my legs right now with these two. This one, the left one is for the engine 1 and the right one is for engine 2. So right now we're going to go ahead and we are spawning to the PMDG 737 in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Here we go, we're just going to go ahead and take off. So we're going to release parking brake. Here we go. Alright, and full throttle October. Actually, never mind. What's wrong? What's wrong? What's happened? Nothing's wrong. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's go ahead and get full throttle. Just readjust my view a little bit. Alright. So, got full throttle. Try and keep it on the center line here. It's very loud. Let's turn it down a little bit. There we go. Alright, 80 knots. Reached. Go with V1, rotate. I'm going to bring it back to about 10 degrees here. Positive rate of climb. Get up with this lever. Very nice. Makes a nice clunk. Alright, here we go. I'm going to get it trimmed out a little bit just to keep it on that 10-degree line. Here we go. Alright, we're going to start our left turn for the circuit. I've got to tell you we are spawned in at YSSY, Sydney Kingsford Smith Airport. So, we've got quite a bit of runway to work with. Level for a minute. Oh, never mind, I need to descend very quickly. Oh, okay, let's get full flaps really quickly. Get my speed brakes out. Oh no, this is not looking good. This is really not looking good. Uh-oh. It's okay, don't worry. I've got this. Uh-oh. I thought my game was gonna crash. Why am I going so fast still? I've got full flaps, speed brakes. Need to get my gear down, please. Uh-oh, this is all gone wrong. It's okay, I'll just land really fast then. And then I'll do another landing that I can actually make proper and good. But I really like the landings because you get to use the yoke a lot. Yeah, you get to use it a lot and it's really nice. Alright, we've slowed down a little bit for landing, but we're still too fast, which makes it really hard to control. But that's alright. Alright, let's go ahead and get a bit of a float. I feel like I should definitely go around right now, but I'm not going to. Alright, let's get full reverse thrust, full brakes. Alright, that was a bit of a bad approach and landing. Yeah, I could have done better. Let's go ahead and use slew mode to get back in the air and do another landing with this that I can actually do it justice. We're all good. Let's go ahead and descend as fast as we possibly can. Without crashing, obviously. Move my mic a little bit, there we go. This is not looking good. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can touch down on the touchdown zone. Nope, we're way past the solid marker. Let's try and make this smooth though. Oh, that was nice. Oh, a little bit of a bounce. Keep the flare going. There we go. Alright, let's get some full reverse thrust. There's an A320 on the grass next to us, but that's fine. Let's go full reverse thrust. And 60 knots. Deactivate reverse thrust. I don't know if it's 60 knots you're supposed to do that at, but that's what I'm guessing. But that landing was actually pretty smooth. Sadly, I don't have replay open, so I can't show you how good it was from the outside, but you can just replay that as many times as you want and see how it was. So let's go ahead and get into the summary of how this is. So, what are my opinions on this yoke? Well, in all honesty, this yoke is just absolutely amazing. One thing I forgot to tell you at the start was that this yoke has a full metal inside. This basically means that all the components except the outer shell are completely metal. Because of this, it has a really heavy, nice, amazing feel. I've never flown a 787, but if I had, I'd say that this is probably very realistic and close to the real thing. So the big question, is it worth the price? In my opinion, I would say absolutely yes. If you have the money for it, go ahead. This yoke is on the more expensive side compared to others on the market, but for me, the extra price was totally worth it. Anyway, sorry I haven't uploaded in quite a while. I've just been pretty busy, and that I have no idea on what to do for the next video. So if you want to make a suggestion, please drop it down in the comments and I'll have a look. But that's it from me for now, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.